type before that. He's like, yo,
and we're Batman. Yeah.
You should drop this. I posted like a snippet.
Peep this.
There's a next rapper from my city, fucking YG, Trey 5. He's like, yo, get your shit on distro, kid. I'll show you how to work it, all sorts. This guy ended up doing that for me. We fucking dropped that one song. After I dropped that, Studio Legends, the platform Toronto, they do like open mics and shit.
Mm-hmm.
They hit me, they're like, yo,
Legends.
We want to do your first music video. And then we just went from there. Shot the video. It did numbers. So I shot another one that did numbers too. And it just kept going from there, you know?
Damn. So this was all starting when? Like last year or at what point?
Yeah, literally a year ago, like last summer.
Damn.
I don't even think it hasn't even been.
From one, like, bro, think about that, bro. Like, one summer and he's on NoJumper, bro. Like, keep going, bro. Keep doing your
I don't think
thing.
it's been a full year yet.
Not even a full year.
Just
Keep
about to
doing
be
your
a full
thing,
year?
bro.
Yeah, it hasn't been a full year yet.
So what do you do with that
nigga,
energy and that excitement? Are you like, okay, I'm just gonna go super hard and start recording all the time, start dropping music, etc.?
I try to keep up with the what's the word I'm looking for right now? Huh? No, not consistency. I
you want to keep up with the fans, right? Like the enthusiasm that they have. You want to come through with music to keep them satisfied.
Yeah, there was a word I was looking for, but I can't remember it. That type of shit though.
Definitely. So how's that start changing your life? Like, did you make a decision at that point that you needed to kind of take a step back on any criminal activity that you were doing?
Everybody around me did. Like I wasn't. When
I'm gonna leave it alone.
I'll say like this is the first time we went to New York
better
a
not
couple
try to
months
get a
ago.
nigga arrested. You better not.
You know, 10K reached out to me and shit.
Oh, really?
The man number more like, yeah, like we're not even letting you do anything. Like, I'm fucking real life arguing with my homies about shit now. Like, you can't do this no more. We don't want you over here.
Those are real niggas. Whoever's in his corner, you guys are real niggas, bro. Like when you know that's the money, bro. Protect the money. Act as if that's the money, bro. Like niggas don't get jealous. Niggas don't get envious. Just protect the money. Invest in the money, bro. He has some good niggas around him, bro. Good niggas are rare, bro. I'm so happy to hear him say shit like that, bro. Like he's protected. Like that's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm thinking, and that's like that makes me ecstatic, bro. That means you're gonna be around for a very long time as long as you have those niggas around you who have those good intentions, bro. Like shout out to your niggas. I don't know who they are, but shout out to them, bro.
Everybody kind of got serious around the same time, so I used to say that's good.
I mean, Toronto seems like it's had a bunch of rappers who are kind of on the verge of becoming big, and then their street activities ended up getting in the way of that.
And that's exactly what we don't want over here. Why there's so many people on my side that's like, yo, like, kind of just have to chill,
right?
You know. And I feel like it's more on the people too, because like, if you really want to do some shit, you're gonna go do it. You know, like you have to kind of like train yourself to not want to go do certain things no more. Like, kind of tell yourself it's not worth it.
Right. You have to be able to turn down sort of short-term money to be able to appreciate the long-term value of your career.
Yeah, not even money. I'm telling you, these guys out here crashing for free.
Right. And that too. You got a problem with somebody, you kind of got to be willing to handle it in a different way.
Like, I still have problems with shit like that. Like, I try to tell myself for the most part, like, yeah, this shit's not worth it. And I do good at it. It's like sometimes like, I even see myself slipping. It's hard, but
itching to catch
it can be done.
Well, I mean, in addition to that, you've got your pre-existing issues with whoever from before you get into the rap and shit. And then
Adam, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up, my guy. You indicting ass nigga.
Once you get into the rap and shit, then that makes you a bigger target for people who want to talk about you and kind of use you as a way to get attention, right?
Sure. It's bad.
That's been a big issue for you, that it's just like, oh shit, people are just kind of dragging me into...
They're coming out of fucking nowhere. Sav this, sav that. Like, I kind of expected it, you know?
Right.
It's not really like out of the ordinary, no. I got used to certain shit, so I was like, I don't even care for that.
Right, yeah. I mean, and you're kind of on the very beginning of it. Like, there are people making YouTube little documentaries and stuff talking about people you got issues with, but it hasn't fully cracked off.
There's one video I seen. there's some rap beef between me and I don't even want to say his name.
Right.
Don't
But
say it.
fucking, I know that's probably the video. See, that is so false.
Really?
Like the only fucking thing I can say is probably true is like I started rapping on House Stress. I'm from this area. Da, da, da.
Okay.
But the song shit, that wasn't even what it was.
Because, yeah, I mean, like, there's basically like a shooting that took place with somebody, and that video is kind of trying to say that the problems between you and another rapper
Yeah,
are based
nah.
on the shooting. But when I was watching it, I was kind of thinking that is like, there's nothing in this video that really tells me that the shooting was actually related.
You fucking fat ass nigga, bro. You fucking federale, bro.
I kind of have to take your
Yo.
word for it. And I feel like a lot of YouTubers kind of get by on that of like, oh, well, nobody knows if this is real or not. Like, I could just kind of say.
You have nothing to do with that.
You're one of them, my
Tell you that
nigga.
one.
Until the
Really?
feds come
Okay.
knocking.
So that one with I'm not gonna say his name now, I guess, but that was like
Better
that's
not.
more of a purely musical thing, or is that a pre-existing tension?
I guess you could say there's pre-existing tension, but like,
questions like that anger me, bro. Like, there's no need. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and this is where I hope he gets PR trained to be like next question. Like, yeah, that shit's out there, but like that's out there for other people to debate and other shit. Like, you don't need to say, you know what I mean? Yeah, there's pre-existing tension. Or you don't need to clarify nothing for these niggas, bro. I hate when this nigga does this shit, bro. Especially seeing you do it with somebody from our city, bro. Like, come on, smarten the fuck up. I really can't stand this nigga when he does that shit.
I don't know. I
Like,
wouldn't call it a
that's
music thing
nothing-
because they're not.
Yeah, thank you. I was literally about to say that has nothing to do with music. Like, literally. So the fact that you're even bringing it up and talking about it and speaking on it is annoying as fuck. Especially because as media, I feel like as media are usually like a bit more aware and understanding of certain situations, and they're trying to get clips or trying to get certain information out of people, and it may not all that be indicting or whatnot, but at the same time, you know that you're leading them down a path that you don't need to go down. You're there for music. You know of him because of music. If you didn't know of him because of music, or you're trying to get some Toronto killer on there, it'd be a whole different nigga there. Not to say that he doesn't do what he says he does or what he raps about, but he wouldn't be there for the intention of music. So just stick to the same fucking topic, my guy. Like, doing all this extra shit and all this back and forth, you don't need to do that. Media are trained to do shit like this, and in the situations he's been in, he should know by now. You don't even need to be speaking on this. And you're talking about, I'm not gonna say his name now. So you plan on saying the nigga's name? It's premeditated. That's what drives me nuts. These niggas intentionally do that. Like, shout out to this nigga for being smart and saying I'm not gonna say his name, you know what I mean, ahead of time and shit like that. But bro, please in the future, if you see this, bro, next question, because the fact that you admitted that there's pre-existing tension, like that's too much already. Like, just Adam 22 can suck a dick. Shout out to you though for giving your nigga some
Not
love.
like making
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
these tracks back and forth. Like, even some of these songs are made at different times. Like, the person that they're talking about passed away. Like, a lot of the songs that they're playing, saying that we're going back and forth, were made after he died, so it made no sense. You know what I mean?
Really?
but see what I mean, bro? Like, the man's gone already, and like that's even worse. Like, that's even worse. Like,
To say anything,
we'll
trying to
leave
kind
it
of
alone,
like
bro.
make their own story up with shit. Like, I see it a lot too, like on Reddit, you go in there, read stories, and it's like, when the fuck did this happen?
I never been on like a Canada-centric Reddit, but for sure, I look at Chiracology and Cali banging a little bit, and it's definitely kind of crazy seeing the stuff that they try to put together. But then also, it's kind of crazy the stuff that they.
And whoever's on those Reddit pages trying to put two and two together, doing the police's job for them, suck a dick. Because, bro, I had someone message me the other day talking about, oh, I have some Toronto theories that I want you to hear about. And I'm like, bro, why the fuck do I care about your Toronto theories about niggas doing dirt? Like, I don't give a fuck. But the fact that there's even pages that exist like this, bro, you niggas are dick suckers. Swear to God. You guys are weirdos, bro. Entertaining fucking what happens in the streets and then putting it out there for everyone to read because you're some white kid from a suburban ass area, the big ass house. Go to fucking accounting school, be a lawyer, be a doctor, go do coke in your fucking corporate rooms, do whatever, bro. But beat it, bro.
Seem like they know about before it really becomes public knowledge.
Bro, that's just weird to me. You guys doing the police work.
That, like, swear to God, bro, like, it's not just me. That this nigga has a lot of common sense. Thank God,
Not
bro.
into that.
For sure. So is that the vibe in Canada that like every different hood or every different areas kind of got like their rappers that they're pushing and that they're trying to get behind?
Yeah.
This is the reason why I
Like,
watched
me and
the
these
video.
guys were just talking about this the other day. This guy asked me, he's like, yo, do you think you can rap and not be from a hood if you're in Toronto? I don't think it's possible still. Like, first thing man's ass is, where's this guy from?
Right.
What's he do? Da da da. Is look at dumb little shit like that.
Thank you for saying dumb little shit like that, because in Toronto, bro, like, and that was a fact. Me and niggas have had multiple conversations about this for years. Like, you can't be if you're not from a hood, it's hard to rap in Toronto. It is, because if we're being real, if you look even the BFR label, most of those niggas are genuinely from the same area, or they grew up and they knew each other, or cousins so and so lives down there. Da, 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 da. Obviously, I don't know that for sure, but like that's what I'm assuming. So when you have groups and hoods and they're actually doing dirt, or they're forced to be in the streets, or they're da 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 da, like it's easier to rap because you're more well known, and you're from a well known block that have females that spread the word and niggas that spread the word. And like when you do something in the streets, obviously it gets around to who did what, and niggas be claiming certain shit in the streets, but obviously not on the internet. So when you're rapping and you're trying to become a rapper out of Toronto, you really have to take the fine steps of putting your best effort forward, whether it be music videos, whether it be your best songs, like I mean like mix and mastering, like promo, especially this is a big one. Promo, even niggas that are from the hoods, like they still need to do better work on promoing. But at the same time, if you're not from the hood, or you're a rapper from just butt fuck nowhere, you're just a regular kid from Mississauga, or you're from Brampton, and you're from Toronto, you just legitimately are from the city and not from a specific spot within the city, like do your best to promote yourself. Like you gotta do it, cause niggas, like it being from a hood is a cheat code. Obviously, it comes with its negative effects. Like we're not saying everybody wants to be from the hood or da 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 da, but it comes with its downside for sure. But the upside of is when you start making music and you start to do other things, you have that support group and you have that network, because you become more believable. You have niggas that we actually know and believe vouching for you. It's like when Young Thug put on Gunna and Lil Baby. He's from the area. They're from Atlanta, so they're able to vouch for each other. They said, "This is my nigga. He really does this." Put him on. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody fucks with him now. When you have a certified nigga like Pressa just putting niggas on, or you have niggas like Dewey putting niggas on, or like, you know what I mean? There are niggas around them are starting to rap. They're solidified. So for you to be rapping, especially in a time where we're rapping about killings and rapping about street violence and rapping about certain topics and certain things are more prevalent than ever, you got to do your best to be different if you're not rapping about that stuff, but to really stand out. Make sure you curate your own sound. Make sure you cater to your audience. Make sure you put your best effort forward, because otherwise it's going to be very hard, and you're going to drown in a city and when you're from a place that just likes hood rappers and verified niggas like that are strictly from the streets. So he's not wrong. Like it's damn near impossible, and it's those silly little things. But at the same time, you have to do your best. You really do have to promote your ass off, hit the blogs, hit everything. I know it's gonna cost money, it's pricey, but Quavo once said you gotta be rich to become a rapper. And that's not necessarily true, but at the same time it is. You gotta be able to put money in niggas' pockets to get you where you need to go. And I'm talking about the blog pages, I'm talking about playlisting, I'm talking about getting into certain, like even like I know when you do concerts, when certain niggas come to the city to do concerts, you have to pay to perform because they're putting you in front of their audience, right? So even having money for that, do your best though. Like you gotta be 10 toes down when it comes to this music shit. You can't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You can't be half-assing it. You gotta be as consistent as ever. And the thing is, I would suggest that you even link up with these guys and for features and stuff like that. Like, and I'm not saying like you gotta be gang like da 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 da. I'm sure these niggas will happily take your money, like not in a bad way. Like if they're serious about their music and they're giving features out, and you make a very good song, bro, you don't have to talk about killing. Let them do their thing. You know what I mean? You can mix the best of both worlds. That's another way you can spend your money smart and wisely. Just reach out to one of them, like whoever's popping or whoever you think your sound would go best with, and who you make the best music with. Reach out to them. Ask them for a feature. Ask them to do this. But to say that if we say 2 times a rapper, I think two times I would say he's a rapper. he doesn't rap about killing. He raps about love songs. But he's made waves. Polo G signed him. Like, you know what I mean? So it's proof that you don't have to be a street nigga or a street rapper to be rapping about those things to make it out. Like, niggas made it out off of love songs. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of prevalent and relevant people that are doing their thing. Sad Boy, I know she's a female and whatnot, but she garners a lot of attention through her music because she has her own sound and her own aesthetic. Work on your own aesthetic. Work on your own sound. Be yourself. Genuinely, just be you. Because at the end of the day, these niggas run the city when it comes to music at this point in time. Like, we're not, like, what other nigga have you seen on Adam 22? What other nigga do you see in the States hanging around Chris Brown, going to pool parties and da-da-da-da-da? Who's K Showtime around when he's in the States, when he's not hooping? Like, you know what I mean? Like, who's always in the UK or out of Canada just going around the world? It's Benji, right? There's a lot of these niggas. Who was with Murder Beats going to the States and meeting Thug and them? It was Doobie, right? It's these niggas run rap in the city, but it doesn't mean that you have no way out. You're a very talented individual and you can make it. So just do your best to stay out the way and stay true to yourself, and I promise you'll get to where you're going. Just be consistent. Let me hear what else he has to say.
Almost everybody rapping from Toronto is from a neighborhood or their own little, like, you know.
What if you were making music that was like not street oriented at all? If you're fucking Bruno Mars, maybe you could pull that off, right?
That's so hard. Especially where I'm from, because everybody in my city, they work against each other. Nobody we don't really work together. And notice that.
Really? Even though Toronto's kind of like the underdog in terms of rap, where it's like, you know, previous to Drake, nobody was.
So basically, what I just said about 2 Time, bro. He said Bruno Mars, but 2 Time, obviously he's not Bruno Mars, but he raps about love songs. He signed Apology, like I just said, like in the last clip. So you don't have to rap about all that shit. Like, there's like, I don't see G-Man claiming a hood, but he's making waves. Like, you know what I mean? He's been in the studio with certain people that like, niggas would kill to be in the studio with. You don't have to be a real street or hood nigga. He's, like I said, 2 Times signed to Polo G. G-Man's in the studio with certain individuals. Like, you just gotta do your best, and if you're talented and you make waves and you do your numbers and you're steadily seeing growth, stay consistent. Just be yourself, bro. That's all niggas can really suggest to you. Because at the end of the day, it just takes one hit for you to get to where you need to be or want to be, and be put in a certain spotlight. People are gonna find your music. If 10 people like your music, 100 people are gonna like your music. 100 people like your music, there's 1,000 people that are gonna like your music. If there's 1,000 people that are gonna like your music, there's 100,000 people that are gonna like your music. Promote using Snapchat and IG in different regions. Promote using YouTube ads. Like, bro, there's a million ways you could do this. You just gotta put the money down and believe in yourself. There's a few people I know that really don't believe in themselves, but they had good sounds, and I could tell they didn't believe in themselves because they weren't willing to put the money up. Like, you got to be able to put, like, that's the one thing. If you're not willing to put your hard-earned money up again, like, for yourself, and willing to bet on yourself, bro, quit now. Because you're literally looking for a free ride. You're looking for a quick ticket out of here, and it's not gonna happen. Like, especially because he just said, like, the underdogs and da-da-da-da and certain shit since Drake. That's cool and all, but we know it's possible. We have The Weeknd, we have Drake, we have, well, Nav Rexdale and whatnot. We have Tory Lanez, Brampton, whatever, but at the same time, like, you know what I mean, bro? Like, it's possible. You just got to put yourself in position to get to where you want to be. At the end of the day, nobody can tell you where you're going to be or what you could do. Only you know what you're capable of. You just got to believe yourself, see it, and go after it. 10 out of 10 times, bro, niggas don't get to where they're going because they quit too early. And they're not willing to take the whole ride throughout the whole journey, bro. Like, you got to be able to stick out the journey of the ups and downs. There's going to be a lot of lows, but there's the highs, I promise you're going to appreciate by the time you're where you get to where you want to be. And even if you don't reach fucking superstar, I'm selling out stadium level, which is very rare as it is, because there's only about a handful of artists in the world that could do that. It doesn't mean that you can't base success off of certain achievements. Like, you know what I mean? There's some people that are perfectly happy with millions of followers on Spotify or monthly listeners on Spotify and hundreds of thousands of followers on IG. Niggas go on Rolling Loud every year and don't even have 1 million followers, but the Rolling Loud crowd fucking loves them. They get stopped everywhere they go in the States, so they're very well recognized. If you have 1 million followers in Canada, in Toronto, in the GTA, you're well off. like if as an artist, like your first 500,000 should be your goal, but that million should absolutely be your next target. Like, you know what I mean? Because that means that you're ahead of you're in the 1% already. As an underground artist or an up and coming artist, if you can get a million out the city, good God, like there's a ton of hope for you. But there's like, even if you go look at the best artists in the city or the most well known artists in the city, none of them have cracked a million monthly listeners on Spotify. Like, look at the top artists, monthly listeners in the city, whether it be Pressa, whether it be Northside Benji. And I don't mean this as disrespect, but this shows you, like, do you think in your mind, that these guys are very, very well known, but once you go stateside, these niggas are doing millions of followers a month type shit. And these are our best artists, and with all due respect, they're very good. There's nothing wrong with them. Like, I'm very proud of them. Like, you know what I mean? I'm very happy for them. But that should be your goal, bro. Like, if they're at only 500,000 monthly listeners, then and they're doing music as a career, you could do it too. Like, don't sell yourself short. Don't say I gotta claim this block. I gotta claim this block. I know niggas that jumped off the porch at 25 for what? Like you know what I mean? Like, you don't need to do all that. You know, like, just stick to being yourself. Don't be claiming anything that can get you in trouble or get you hurt or get you put in jail, bro. Just keep doing your thing, bro. I promise you everything will be fine.
I was even really thinking of Canada as having cities that could really hold their own in rap in competition with other cities and stuff. But then I feel like Toronto's kind of earned that. But then at the same time, now there's just so much like infighting and people who are just against each other. And
Yeah, it's been like that forever, bro. My city is fueled off of hate. Honest to God. Like, I feel like it's so weird myself why you don't even really see me collab with other rappers from my city for that reason. Like, people are so quick to just, like, do the weirdest shit. I don't like none of that shit.
And here's like another thing, bro. Like, people gotta understand, especially in this day and age, the internet is literally a whole different world. And I guess as a content creator and like as a small time content creator or just starting, because bro, I've literally started in the beginning of May. A lot of people have reached out to me and given me advice, bro, like, and like have like showed me like, oh, do this or do that, or like, you know what I mean, or even sent my videos to certain people who have reposted it. And like, I've had like over probably like 5 or 10 artists now that I've reacted to comment on my shit or at least repost it. And I've had multiple artists reach out to me asking me to react to their music, and it's a very satisfying feeling, but it deters me from the mindset that Toronto hates on each other or Toronto this and Toronto that. Don't get me wrong. There's a few people that like I've genuinely done stuff for that haven't even reposted one of my videos or anything like that. And it's like, okay, cool. Like, but like at the same time, I'm not focused on that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm focused on the people that are reaching out to me and trying to help me get better. That's the community you need to pay attention to. That community is out there. It's just the mindset that you're in and the mindset and the people that you're paying attention to within the city. There's no reason for anybody to be like, Toronto's a bad city or we all hate on each other. You're just focusing on the hate. If you have 100,000 comments that say you're doing well, and there's like 10 comments that you find that say you're doing bad, like, then that speaks to your mindset. And we know, and especially respectfully to them, you're in the streets. You're going to have a lot of haters. That's just what it is. There's millions of niggas. Like, if I go through a rapper's page or a YouTube or whatever, bro, I always find that fake account that's another little hood nigga that comments negative shit on their shit. Like, oh, your man's this, your man's that, you did this or you did that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's up to us as content creators, and as musicians or whatever, to filter that out and not even pay attention to that and focus on the good, bro. If we're constantly always saying that Toronto doesn't fuck with each other or we don't support each other, that's what it's going to be. And that's the negative effect that people are going to have on each other within the city, bro. Like, if you want positive change, and it sounds corny to say, but you gotta be the change you want to see in the world, bro. If I could react to everybody's music and like it, then that's what I'm going to do. But that's not the reality of it. But at the same time, I'm going to react to all the music I do like, and I'm going to try and be as positive as possible. Now, there's a lot of songs that I don't like, but I don't have to go out my way to say I don't fuck with this or I don't fuck with that, or even like slander people. It's just your mindset at the end of the day. That's why when niggas say Toronto hates or Toronto that, I get very confused because I've received 10 times more love than I've received hate. Like, you know what I mean? I've received maybe 1 or 2 comments where niggas like hate. And if those people that go out their way to make negative comments on your post, they're in a bad place. Like, you know what I mean? Imagine being probably the most successful up and coming rapper we've had in a while, and you're focused on the one dipshit that said, "Oh, you're this or you're that," and you know that he's on the other side of things. You know what I mean? Like, he's in a very good place. He look where he is. Look at the video I'm reacting to. No jumper? You fucking kidding me, my nigga? You're doing very well for yourself. So again, don't focus on the hate. It's just the positivity that you gotta find, and you just gotta stick to that and just focus on that. Because at the end of the day, there's always gonna be some dumb fuck behind the computer that lives on the internet and lives through the internet and that wants to make people feel the way he's feeling, the way she's feeling. Like, don't give in to that, bro. Like, I could give a fuck what anybody says about me. I have niggas that say shit to my face in real life, and I'll just, all right, keep it pushing. Like, if you let people affect your mindset in that way, then that's up to you at the end of the day. Keep pushing. Imagine where you want to go. Focus on that image, and just keep striving for that. And once you get there, create a new goal. Strive for that one. When you get there, strive for that one. Strive for that one. Strive. Like, keep going, bro. At the end of the day, niggas are going to do what they do. You don't gotta respond. Just be yourself. Be humble, and just just do what you got to do. That's all it really takes, bro. That's all it really takes. I promise you. We're not from a bad place. We have a lot of kind-hearted people. Just pay attention to them, bro. I guarantee you'll be fine.
That internet shit fucking, it's weird.
Weird as
Definitely.
fuck.
Would you prefer to just be able to do music with whoever, or I mean, you're saying that you don't really do music with that many artists in general. There's a few. I've heard like a couple of songs I was listening to where you're doing collabs with people, but
Yeah.
it's not super recent shit either, right?
Yeah, like, I try not to be honest. It's not my thing. Working with niggas, like, for one,
Looking for nicotine pouches in Canada. More Canadians than ever are getting the pouches they want.
I feel like, how do I even put this in the words, bro? Niggas are just weird. Weird. Shit's not genuine, you know? I try to keep shit authentic.
I mean, that, like, as you get more and more famous, and I guess you're kind of in like the beginning stage of this, but yeah, it does happen like that where, you know, for me, it's been like 10 years, but when I first started to really have like a name and like people could really benefit from me being cool with them, it was like, that was tough for me to go through, of realizing like, oh, I spent my whole life having relatively genuine connections with people. And now every time I talk to somebody, it feels like they're sucking up to me because they know that I can help them in their career.
Yeah.
And that's basically like, the
And
bigger
as
you get,
soon
the
as-
worse it gets.
As soon as you can't give them what they want, bro, it's all fuck you, hate you.
Yeah.
This guy is this and that, and he's this, so why wasn't I that before?
Right.
You know what I mean? That's
mean-
the type of weird shit I see going on, like, even right now, like, the fucking feuds in my city are so fucking, like, bullshit to me. These are niggas that used to be friends, showed each other every day, and all. It's like, oh, fuck your dead homies, and that's
Right.
like dumb as shit.
Damn, yeah. But I mean, do you feel like you're capable of kind of using that sort of shit for your own benefit? Because I like a lot of the most successful rappers, I think, when I think of somebody like King Von, this is a dude who like realized that his story was